welcome to episode number 4. This time we're actually going to speak about the origins of my skating life, which actually started on quad skates. Now, quad skates are actually any skate that have the wheels placed as a car would, so basically forming a platform that you can stand on. So as a result of this, quad skates by definition are much more stable than inline skates would be. When I first started skating, it was on something like this. Basically just some metal plates with some leather straps that just went over the shoe. Very unstable, quite dangerous if you were going fast, because there was basically almost no restraints and it was not holding your leg properly. And I was actually placing just one of my feet in the skates because I thought that pushing with the other foot was much more faster than just having both skates on my feet. When we speak about quad skates or roller skates, as they're also called, I think that we're actually approaching one of the coolest categories of skating that is out there. Because we do have a category that has its origins within dancing and that has evolved around the years to actually go towards aggressive skating. Now, if we're going to look, we can see that especially in the United States there is almost a cult following of roller dancing. So basically this would be going to a skating rink that allows you to dance while moving on skates. This also has a much bigger following within something like Venice Beach and other areas of the world. In my country, unfortunately, we only have ice skating rinks, so this isn't really something happening here. If we're actually going to narrow down on what skates you can buy when it comes to the quad skates, I'm going to try to make this as simple as possible. Because on the one hand we have this roller dancing universe, the aggressive side of roller skating, and you can look at basically someone like Estrogen. I think her name is Michelle Stylan, and she's the one who started Moxie skates that are, in my opinion, some of the most premium skates that you can buy when it comes to quads. And we also have the roller derby side. Now, this is a sport that is very popular among women.
Playoffs, you have Indy Jamma Jones jamming for the Hellcats versus Scrappy for the Cherry Bombs. Really physical game right off the bat today.
So for those of you who are not familiar with the rules of roller derby, you are going to keep an eye on the skaters with the stars on the helmets. Those are the jammers, and they are the only skaters who can score points on the track. So they're trying to get through the pack, lap the pack, and on the second time through, they're going to get a point for every opposing skater that they pass.
The lead jammer is the jammer who makes it out first clean and stays ahead. You'll see that there's a referee pointing straight at Indy Jamma Jones right now. She's allowed to call it off at any time by touching her hips. She just did it and ended it with 4 points for her team.
If you want to do roller dancing or going to the skate park, I would actually advise that you get something with a heel, so something like this, that has a heel, so you're a bit raised from the ground, and as you can see, you also have an upper support, compared to something like the roller derby skates that actually have a flat setup. So this flat setup will allow you to be much more agile when it comes to pushing around or swerving or dodging any sort of opponents. So if you're interested in roller derby, I would advise looking at these flat setups with, as you can see, a short sneaker. So basically you will have a lot more freedom to move on these. If you're actually considering more to go on the roller dancing side or the skate park aspect of roller skates, I would advise taking a look also at some skates from Shaya. They're called the Melrose. These come between 170 up to maybe $210. Now they have a high boot. They come in vinyl and suede. Yeah, so if you're a vegan, yeah, and you don't want any cows, yeah, that would be slaughtered in the process, I would advise getting a vinyl material shoe. If you're actually wondering if wide feet would have any problems fitting in such skates, I would recommend looking at some suede leather skates. Simply because they are actually stretching around your leg, so you will find that even the ones that look slim actually have the possibility of stretching around your leg and accommodating you with comfort. Of course, you also have some other choices. I know that Roches is also working on a couple of models, and roller skates, in my opinion, can be a very good entry for children. Yeah, so no matter if we're talking about girls or we're talking about boys, roller skates, having that very stable platform, yeah, of the four wheels being spread out like that, they give you a lot of confidence when starting out, yeah, compared to inline skates. If you're an experienced roller skater, I'm sure that you already know Moxie skates. Yeah, they are basically the premium roller skates that you can actually buy. They come, I think, between $290 $310, somewhere around that price range. There could be some more premium models, but I do know that some of the best materials are being used by Moxie. So basically, Estrogen, or Michelle Stylen, as I hope that she's called, took her time to actually perfect these skates into the pinnacle of what quad skates could actually reach. And she actually did a very good job. I see a lot of people that are very happy. Yeah, when I do the research, I do see a lot of forums saying that these are by far some of the most comfortable and versatile skates. If we're talking about the skate park aspect, Moxie, again, they have some very good choices, but you also see some choices from Shaya, simply because they have these models where they have a grind block. Yeah, so this is just like you would have the H block side of the inline skates, of the aggressive skates. We actually have a grind block that will actually allow you to do all of your tricks in a very original fashion. Yeah, because when you're going to do grinds in the skate park, you're gonna be sure that most people will stop and look at what the fuck is that guy skating on. Yeah, because you wouldn't normally find quad skates in the skate park. So this is actually a very cool way if you want to be unique within the skaters in such a place. Now, of course, if you're actually planning to go dancing, yeah, on skates, bear in mind that no matter how good of a dancer you are on your feet, you are going to have to learn some of the basics, yeah, before going and showing off your moves everywhere, yeah, because we are talking about skating after all. And the dance moves, even though the moves can intersect, you do have to remember that you're on wheels, yeah, and it does take quite a bit of discipline to be able to take the moves that you know on your feet on the skates. For wheels, I would recommend sticking to some wider wheels if you're considering to go outside. Yeah, maybe a smaller hardness, yeah, so something a bit softer, so that you'll have the grip, yeah, to match. Because remember, you're not on inline anymore, you're on a platform, yeah, you're on quad skates. So that extra softness will actually help you to have the grip that you need. If you're more into the roller derby side, I would actually consider looking for a harder wheel and probably a bit narrower, yeah, so that you will have the possibility to slide more, and this will also give you a bit of extra agility compared to the wider wheels. Okay guys, so I really hope that you enjoyed this 4th episode already, and hope that you'll join me next time. We're actually going to cover the aggressive skates. I'm pretty sure it's going to be quite a long episode, So stay tuned, skate safe, and be safe.